呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 73 of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's been a bit of a pause for us. We've been reading Gyo, and so it's been a few weeks, which means I'm going to have forgotten all the words. That's fine. 73, we're on part 9 of this flashback, Kai Gyoku, which is like precious jewel or whatever. The Fushiguro guy had just claimed to have killed Gojo, and he shot Ruriko, and Geto was attacking him. So that was kind of where we had left things. And here he is, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what he's saying. Oh. コーセグと気候は隠す結界。入り口に見張りは置けない。Okay, so as for the whatever these were, they are hidden or hiding barriers, spiritual barriers. These were the names of various things, right? It was some sort of memory warehouse. That is not going to show up in the dictionary at all, because why would it? And then this thing was some sort of star temple, whatever. These were previous barriers of things that had been mentioned. So those things at the entrance, or they are hiding, concealing barriers to the entrance or to the entrances. As for Mihari, Overwatch, it's not Overwatch. No, as for Overwatch or keeping guard, lookout, not able to place. So meaning these things are barriers for hiding, and so you can't place guards at the entrance because it makes it obvious that there's something there that you're trying to hide. Tobira no ichi sae oakachimaeba ato wa zaru. Yeah, so the tobira, the curtain's presence, or the entrance portal door. Yeah. The door's presence, if understand. As for the rest, it is zaru, which I guess, what does that mean here? Ato wa zaru. I don't know what that means here. Ato wa zaru. Did he mention this before? I vaguely recall the use of this word. Ato wa zaru. Maybe the whole thing is a phrase here. I wonder. Ato wa zaru. There's going to be too many here to figure this out. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it too much. The English went with, so as long as you know where the entrance is located, which is kind of what this is, there should be no problems finding it. So apparently you can say ato wa zaru to mean, as for the rest, no problem. Is my guess, but I don't know zaru specifically. この時期から樹脂は忙しなるし From this period of time, as for the sorcerers, or as for the professors, Jutsushi, yeah, as for the sorcerers, becoming busy. 今、高専には用途が溢れている外発展やわんやさ. Right now, as for at the technical school, the flyheads are overflowing, and the outside hatten something. Soto hatte hatten yawan. Okay, I don't know what he's saying here. I've completely forgotten how he speaks and how to decipher his accent. The English went with, things are hectic outside. As for the outside, hectic. Hatten yawan yasa. Okay, that's just the chapter info. Juryoku no nai ore wa. So as for me, who spiritual pressure doesn't exist, or spiritual, not pressure, spiritual energy, strength doesn't exist. Toumei ningen mitai na monda. I am like a transparent human. So for me, who cursed energy doesn't exist, I am like a transparent human. Demo hitotsu mondai ga atte na. But one problem exists, But there is one problem, Ore ga jugu o motsu to. I, when hold a cursed item, jugu no juryoku de, due to or with the cursed energy, cursed strength of the cursed weapon or the cursed tool, Ome ningen janaku nachimao. I become not a transparent human. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. All right, there's Geto having summoned one of his creatures. Tan, tan, tan. Asenayo. Like, don't be hasty. Yeah, like, don't be hasty, He's shooting his gun. Zwa. And I guess Zuchu. Geto is pulling out some sort of squid creature, which is absorbing the bullets. Go. This thing slams into the wall. Apparently he dodged or something. Hanashi no tsuzuki da. It's the continuing of the story. The story continues. Oh, he has more to say. Ore wa mono o kaku no dekiru jurei o kattete na. As for me, kaku no. Storage. Storage being possible thing, cursed spirit, raising or keeping, So as for me, I'm keeping, meaning like an animal, keeping a cursed spirit that's possible to do storage of items. And he's pointing to his mouth. Jugu wa sochi ni irete mochiaruiteru. As for cursed tools, put in that thing or put in that direction and walk and hold around, or I hold them and walk around. So basically, he stores his cursed tools in that cursed spirit, and he walks around with that thing. Minna mare iu na, sore ja, kondo wa jurei no juryoku de toumei janaku nachimao tein daro. This is sort of like even everyone, or up until everyone says it, That thing, meaning what he described, that thing, as for now, due to the cursed energy of the cursed spirit, transparency not becoming, isn't it that? So, in other words, right, everyone says it, don't they? That, well, because of that cursed spirit that you hold that's carrying the cursed tools, don't you become not transparent because of that? So that's what you're thinking, right? What? Okay, it's not his tooth. He actually just spits it up. Jurei ni mizu kara no karada ni o kaku no sasete saizu o otosu. Okay, so otosu in this case is like to drop, or maybe in this case to lower or shrink. That would be a little bit weird, but to shed, leave behind, remove. Kind of that meaning. Normally otosu means to drop or to let fall, but it can mean to lose, and like shed. So what he's saying is, to the cursed spirit, one's own body, storage being done, and size decreasing or shedding the size. So it's storing itself, its own body, and shrinking its size. So here we can see it like it's eating itself and be getting really small. それを俺の腹の中にしまう. And that thing into the inside of my stomach do. Or put or whatever. I don't think shimao means anything other than to finish. It can mean to put away. And so I put it away inside my stomach. Oh, so that's the thing he had wrapped around him. All right. 透明人間は像持つまで透明だろ. As for invisible, or as for transparent human, even to the innard stuff, zomotsu? Yeah, even to the entrails, it's transparent, right? "これで俺はあやるゆる呪具を携帯したまま結界を素通りできる." With this, as for me, arayuru, which is all or every cursed tools, keitai shitamama. That keitai is to carry around, like keitai denwa, portable. Yeah. Keitai, portable, carrying around as they are cursed tools, all the cursed tools. Sudori dekiru, the kekkai, the magical barriers. Sudori is possible. Passing through. Possible to pass through magical barriers, carrying around as they are all cursed tools. That's how I'm able to do that. Now it's sort of expanding. Why is he explaining all this? はじめに呪具を使用しなかったのはそういうことだ. In the beginning, cursed tools as for not using cursed tools in the beginning, it's that sort of a thing. I guess meaning being transparent. So that's when he first stabbed Gojo. 録眼相手の機種は透明なままじゃねえと意味ないからな. Okay, I need to look up Kishu, which is some sort of, is that like surprise attack? Yeah, surprise attack. As for a surprise attack of 6 eyeball opponent, that's kind of what he calls Gojo. 6th sense opponent, but 6th eyeball opponent. Transparent as it is, if not, meaning does not exist. So he, again, double negative, meaning like I had to be transparent to do a surprise attack on 6 eyes. Okay. And it looks, is he feeding it a tool or is he retrieving a tool? It looks like hard to tell. He might be putting his guns away. Whatever. 聖書体を先にやってもよかったんだが。In advance or ahead or earlier, even if killed, the star plasma body or whatever we've been calling that thing, Riko, that would have been good, but Rikugan 陸岸の視界に入るのはリスクが。視界. Shikai here is field of vision. Like in the field of vision of Six Eyes, as for entering, that's a risk. Okay, so he was saying like he could have, it would have been good if he had killed Riko ahead or first, but it was a risk entering into the field of vision of Six Eyes. Ghetto. Moi! Enough! So that's Geto interrupting, saying basically, enough, stop blabbering. I agree, but it looks like it's not stopping him. Tenyo Jubaku daro. Okay. Tenyo Jubaku daro. It's this, right? Heaven something cursed binding. We've probably seen this before. I don't remember anymore. Tenyo. Heaven's gift, cursed binding, right?
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Yes, Don, it's hysterical. Watashi tachi to, so he says we, but it's jutsushi, meaning sorcerers. Watashi tachi to doyo ni jouhou no kaiji ga. Kaiji. Here is opening? No. Oh. There, disclosure. Disclosure of information for or similar to us, like in the same manner as to us, disclosure of information. Yeah. Okay. 能力の底上げになることは知っている. As for the event of becoming 底上げ, raising the standard of ability, becoming familiar with, or am familiar with. Am familiar with the event of becoming a raising of the standard of the ability. 私が聞きたいのはそこじゃない. Me, as for the wanting to ask thing or the wanting to hear thing, it's not that. Okay. The English here went with heavenly restriction, right? Like us, watashi tachi, revealing certain information, yep, disclosure of information, can actually give you an advantage. I get that. I get that as the shiteru. This is somehow an advantage. The event of becoming a raising of the standard of ability. Okay? Anyway. But that's not what he wants to ask. Naze kousegu e tsuzuku tobira ga wakatta? How or why to the kousegu, which is the temple that they're in, continuing gate understood? Or like, how did you come to know, I guess, where the entrances were? Watashi tachi wa kehodo mo zane o nokosanakatta. As for us, even a hair extent, residual remnant did not leave behind. So basically saying like we didn't even leave a hair's trace. A kehodo. Yeah, that's not coming up in the dictionary, but that's kind of what he's saying. We didn't leave behind a trace of even a hair, the extent of a hair. 人間が残す痕跡はzane dakeじゃね? Humans, as for the remaining or leaving behind konseki, traces, remnants, just remnants, it isn't. Okay, so humans don't just leave behind remnants. They use this word zane, which I don't think is a normal word. Yeah, it's not a normal word, but it does mean this traces or remnants thing. Shuseki, sokoseki. So remnants of stench and remnants of feet. I guess that's footprints. I don't know if is shuseki a word? That would be like scent trail. Yeah. Okay, so it's not just zane, it's these other things. Scent trail, footprints. Gokan mo jubaku de sokoage sareten da yo. Even the five senses with cursed binding, I guess, are being raised. Oh, I guess because he doesn't use cursed energy, because he's like bound from using cursed energy, his five senses, the raising of the standard is being done. Kind of like, yeah, you got it. 途中に女性が一人いたはずだ。Along the way, woman one ought to have existed. 彼女はどうした? As for her, what happened? Okay, so he's talking about the, what was her name? The keeper lady, the maid. Maid ka? Oh, huh? Oh, that maid, huh? 多分死んでる. Probably dead. 生かす気も殺す気もなかったけどな. Ikasuki, like letting live intent or killing intent did not become. So either way, intending to kill, intending to let live, like whatever, nakata, did not exist. Had no intent to kill, no intent to let live. Un yo sa ikite jane. So the luck if something, it's alive, right? So un. Oh, yokya. Okay, yeah. So if the luck is good, yoku, yoi. If the luck was, if she's lucky, alive, right? Okay. そうか、やはりお前は死ね. Okay, so I see, as thought, as for you, die. Gwa. All right, back to this. Ooh. Okay. We get a boo. Something is like entering its mouth. Like a blade. Is this okay? B. Oh, he's like slicing this thing kind of down the middle or the belly. His face is starting to kind of look like what's his name when he's got Sukuna in him. All right, there we go. Choo choo. Zzz. Okay. Kirisaita. Kiri Saku? Yeah, Kirisaita. Cut up, cut into pieces. Temochi no jurei de saiko kodo no kouryu dazo. Okay. Temochi no temochi is, what would you say? Holding in the hand. Yeah, holdings, goods on hand. So with the cursed spirits that like I have on hand, it has the highest hardness of the rainbow dragon. Yeah, so of the cursed spirits that I am holding, it's the rainbow dragon of the highest like hardness, kodo. And he managed to cut it open. So yeah, hardness. Jurei Soul Jutsu, cursed spirit manipulation technique. Ugol Dana, it is Ugol. Ugol. That's Naku and Ugol Dana. Okay, interesting. I get Ugol no Shu as a disorderly mob, but not just Ugol. And the Shu here means mob. So this means like disordered. Interesting that that's not just coming up as its own word. Let's check real quick. The Jisho, Ugol. Disorderly gathering. A disorderly gathering, isn't it? Ne. Hey. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean there. Maybe he's saying like your creatures, the creatures you're throwing out are just a disorderly group. Ne. Hey. Oh, that's fun. Watashi, kirei. Okay. Me, pretty. So if you're familiar with this yokai story, there's a classic Japanese ghost story about a woman that walks around asking people if she's pretty. And then her face is usually bound up. And when she takes off the bandages, her cheeks are cut. And then she usually does the same thing to the person that she's asking the question to. Something along those lines. So you can see bandages. Okay. Kaso onryo. Onryo is a vengeful spirit. Kaso is anti-imagination, counter-imagination. No, just imaginary. Imaginary cursed spirit. Grudge spirit. Let's go with that. Imaginary grudge spirit. Shitsumon ni kotaeru made. Until able to answer the question, otagai ni fukashin o kyosei suru. Mutually fukashin. Inviolable kyosei. Coercion. Doing coercion that's inviolable, and mutual. Kan-i ryoiki ka. This is domain. It's a kan-i. And he's asking a question. Simple. A simple domain doing coercion of an inviolable for each other until able to answer the question. Okay. So this is him, I guess, asking, like, trying to figure out what's going on here. Like, what's this? Well, so dana. Let's see. It is that way. Koko wa aete. As for this place, あえて。Kokowa, as for this place, I guess that can mean like, I dare say, or like, as for meeting here, Shumi Jane, interest does not exist. Yeah, taste or preference does not exist. Like you don't meet my taste. You're not my type. Gi, gichu, gi. Okay, out come the clippers. Hara? Is that his sideburns getting cut? Yeah. Shoo. Did she just cut off his ear? Oh. そういう感じね. That's sort of a feeling, huh? Oh, okay, yeah, so there's a giant clippers all around. Notice he's pulling out a weapon here. I guess it's him breaking all those blades. Okay, that's Geto moving. Baka ga ore no mai ni haeru toka hariae ga nasa sugiru. Okay. Idiot. My trying to Van Gogh him, I guess. My interval? Entering my interval. I guess like getting close to me. Hariai. Rivalry, competition is too much nasa. Becoming too much of a rival? Becoming too much of a competition? Yeah, I guess that's what that's supposed to mean. Hariai ga nasasugiru. Owaridana. It's the end, isn't it? The English here went with idiot coming in close against me. Yeah. You've got no chance. The competition is becoming too much. Whatever. Okay. Omae ga na. For you, right? It's you, right? That it's the end. Which is this thing kind of like looping around. Oh. Okay. What is... Oh, all right. Jurei... We're getting an explanation now. Hooray. Jurei Soul Jutsu. Cursed Spirit Manipulation Technique. 降伏した呪霊を取り込み、自在に操る術式. Okay, so a cursed, well, let's start here. Kobuku. Oh, okay. That's not coming up with anything. Descending. What buku is this? Kofuku? Okay, kofuku. Surrender, submission, done, cursed spirit. Taking, like possessing a surrendered cursed spirit, jizai ni, to oneself. Freely at will manipulation technique. Okay, so this is a curse technique for manipulating freely and taking in a surrendered cursed spirit. Aikyu Kansan de the level addition. Aikyu just means like rank grade. I don't think we're going to see Kansan. Yeah. Conversion, exchange. With the rank conversion or exchange, Nikyu ijo no sa ga areba. 2 level or more difference if it exists. So if 2 levels or more exists in the difference of the rank conversion, Kofuku o habuki. Kofuku, as we saw, that was surrender, submission, capitulation, like giving up. Habuki. Omitting, eliminating a surrender. I don't know what that means. About hobo mujo kende, with no requirements. Joken. Yeah, unconditional. Nearly or about unconditional, able to possess, able to take over. So able to take over, possess with nearly no conditions, unconditionally. I don't know about this. Something about the capitulation if more than 2 levels exists in the exchange. So that's what we're seeing here. This is the sorcerer special 1, 2, 3, 4. Geto is here. Here's the Jure, the cursed spirit special 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember the ranks are like offset slightly. And so there's more than 2 ranks. Noryoku wa, so Geto's ability is to take control over cursed spirits. So presumably that's what he's trying to do here. Noryoku wa tokushu daga. As for the ability, it's special, but Jure jitai wa tsuyoku nai torikomeru. As for cursed ability, he's talking about this. He's talking about Fushiguro. As for cursed ability, it's special, but the cursed spirit, as for the body itself, it's not strong, able to possess, able to take over. Bukiko wa osaeta. A bukiko is like a weapon warehouse, which is what that cursed spirit is in essence. Bukiko. Yeah. Armory, ordnance department. As for the armory, osaeta, pinned down. Like I've pinned it down, I've eliminated it, I've gotten rid of it. Ato wa butsuryo de. As for the rest, it's a quantity of things. It's butsuryo. With the amount of material resources. Okay, not sure what that's supposed to mean. Goryoshi. Gori Oshis? A gorilla push? Pushing through, bulldozing, doing something by force. Okay, so as for the rest, with like physical resources, I guess, it's pushing through. Meaning, like, I guess that's all I have to do if I pin down his weapon stash. Bachi! Okay, clearly that did not work. Na? What? Hajikareta? Gero? Hajikareta. Repelled. Flipped, repelled. Uh-oh. King! That doesn't look good. Oh, and he got the spirit over here too. Meri. Oku. Okay. And that was, I guess, the cursed spirit. His thing. Why is the speech bubble over here? Zaf. Zuza. Jutsu shinara shinane teiro ni kita. Okay, so if a sorcerer, not dying extent cut. So like if you're a sorcerer, I cut you to the extent that you're not going to die. Shikigami tsukai nara koroshita ga. If a Shikigami user, like I would have killed you. Killed if a Shikigami user, but, which is kind of funny. Jurei soujutsu to naruto na. If it's becoming a cursed spirit manipulator or manipulation technique, you know. Omae no shigo torikonde ta jurei ga dou naru ka wakaran. Your after death taken cursed spirits, what happens? I don't know. Okay, I get it. Koko de mendo koto wa saketai. In this place, as for an annoying thing or a troublesome thing, want to avoid. Okay, so what he's saying here is if you were a Shikigami user, which is what the other Fushiguro is, summoning creatures, I would have killed you because then they just go away. But because you're a cursed spirit manipulation user, I don't know what happens to your possessed spirits after you die. And so I don't want to deal, I'm avoiding the annoyance, like just in case they all come out and I have to deal with them. That's sort of what he's implying. Oya ni megumareta na. To parents. Megu. I guess like give blessing to your parents, thank your parents. Kind of funny because isn't the other Fushiguro that we know, isn't his name Megumi or something, and it uses that kanji? Probably just a coincidence. Okay, where are we with it? Oh, thank God, this is the last 2 pages. Daga sono megumareta omaera ga. However, you sono megureta omaera. Like, however, you being blessed or being shown mercy to, you guys who have been shown mercy to or being blessed, meaning that maybe, well, whatever. Jujutsu mo tsukaene ore mitai na saru ni maketa te koto. It's the event of losing to a monkey like me, not able to use even cursed sorcery, cursed techniques. So you guys lost to someone who can't even use sorcery. Nagaiki shita kya wasurena. Yes, if you want to live a long time, don't forget that. And then suddenly this. Here we go. Megumi te, saying Megumi. So datta. It was that way. That's right. Ore ga Natsuketan datta. I'm the one that gave the name. Okay, so that was right. That's funny. So Megumi does mean about blessing or showing mercy. Here we go. Piku. Twitch. And there we go. That's the end of the chapter. We get some explanation here on whatever all this is. If you like, and give it a translate. We are not going to read it. There we go. That is the end of chapter 73. And of course, it's not over. We're going into part 10. We'll see where we're going with this next time.